the paperclip method of Bible reading?
Well, sometimes people begin to read through the Bible, and they do pretty well in Genesis and Exodus, and Leviticus is a little tougher, and then Deuteronomy sounds like a fair bit of the sort of a reprise of what we've read. The same is true when we get to Kings and Chronicles. It's sort of like, Samuel and Kings sounds like it's repeated here. But sometimes we get into these genealogies and we get into some of these heavy passages and we slow down, and stop. And so the idea behind the paperclip method is to realize that the Bible is arranged in subsections. And so if you have a paperclip for the Pentateuch, and on Monday you read a little section from the Pentateuch, and then you go over to the history books on Tuesday and you read a little something from the history book. So 5 books in the Pentateuch, 12 books in the history books, and then you come to 5 books in the poetry section. Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon. I have another paperclip there, another one for the prophets, another one for the Gospels and Acts, and then one for the epistles. And then as you go along, you see, you're bringing the whole scripture before your mind through the week. And pretty soon you start to see bone comes to bone. You say, hey, I think I read something over here about that. And you start to see correlations in different parts of the scripture. And it keeps you from having to go through some longer sections that kind of dishearten people. And you say, well, anybody can do anything for one day. So I can stick it out here in Chronicles because tomorrow I'm going to be in the Psalms. And before you know it, I'll be reading about Jesus in the Gospels. So it has a disadvantage in that there's a good sense of reading through the Bible from beginning to end, but sometimes people just get disheartened in that process, and you might want to give that a try, the paperclip method.